Very shortly after returning from Hurricane Andrew, we were turned around and deployed to Somalia for Operation Restore Hope. The shared experience of Hurricane Andrew drew our unit and our people and our team members together. It strengthened our relationships. We had gone through something tough and we'd done it successfully, and we came out better for having done the work we did. Now, this next deployment was entirely different. While it was initially called a humanitarian relief mission, it was combat with live bullets and really bad people who were more than willing to do really bad things. I learned a couple of memorable lessons about relationships in Somalia. The first lesson is that you must first focus on relationships if you want the work to be well done. We had been on the ground for a couple of months, and a unit from Morocco came to work with us. I greeted them as a senior guy on the ground, and we got right down to work, or at least I thought we'd get right down to work. The senior leader of the Moroccan unit raised his hand. He goes, no, 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 no. First we eat. That kind of baffled me a little bit because there was bad things going on that we needed to deal with. We spent the next several hours eating, quite frankly, some of the best food I've ever had, and talking about trust, confidence, getting to know each other. Who are you? Who's your family? How does it work? How do you think? What do you believe? And that work forged the trust, the confidence, the security, the sense of value and balance between us and so many other positive things. And it caused us to then go forward and operate much more effectively than we might otherwise have done in a very challenging and very dangerous environment. The second lesson I learned in Somalia is that when others may fail, when crisis might impact others to a point of their failure, teams with great relationships step up. On one really bad day, we received dozens of horrifically injured Somalis who had been riding in a far overloaded open truck when they were ambushed. The result of that was worse than any horror movie you might imagine. The medical unit next to us that was part of our higher headquarters was swamped. The volume of casualties exceeded their capability, and their backup was unable to respond. They needed help. Their commander, my peer, was a good friend of mine. We had a strong relationship, and quite frankly, a relationship that continues today. We talk at least once a month, despite we're now much older, much grayer, and entirely different places in life. When he called, we came. I went to my unit. I said, I need volunteers. I need folks to come help do some really tough stuff. And you know who stepped up to help? It was those folks in my unit that had the closest personal relationships. They were making a decision to go in a very difficult situation together. We made it through those harrowing times, and to this day, we all remember it. I've reconnected with a number of those folks, and we all talk about that event, and we find ourselves closer for having lived through it.